If you was on the live earlier on my way to my brother-in-law's house, he had it all jacked up and ready to go, got the bushings on. Now I'm heading back home. Gotta get back, it's 5:47 p.m. Gotta get back for Motobomb Virginia's live. Unless the wife has me going out tonight. I still don't know about that yet. But on this live, I figure I'd give you guys a little shot of the road. Heading home on the highway. There is nobody on here yet. We'll stay on a little bit, see if anybody shows up. I was talking earlier about going tomorrow to shop for the Tri-Glide. Still excited about that. Nothing's changed. Of course, that was just a few minutes ago. Hopefully that all works out. Yep, the bushings went in. The bushings popped right out, the lower control arm bushings. The new bushings, I got them pressed back in pretty easily too. So it was a good thing that he had everything already jacked up, everything taken apart, lower control arm, and I was able to just go over there and knock the old bushings, lower control arm bushings out, put the new bushings in. So all is good. Didn't take long at all. Had to sand down a little bit where he tried to knock the bushing out with a chisel, and he just nicked it up a little bit. Nicked the knuckle up a little bit, but I got it straightened out, got the new bushing back in. So all is good. Hopefully the camera or the phone is not shaking too much. Just wait here and see if anybody shows up. I think this time I got it set up to where I can see the comments a little better. I couldn't see the comments earlier because it's just so small and my phone's not like a huge phone. And it's hard to read comments and drive too. Death. She sent me a message, text message after I got off that live telling me I needed to get a better phone holder so I don't get in an accident. I really appreciate my sister-in-law Chris looking out for me. She always does. The sun's getting ready to go down here in Ohio. I don't see any comments yet. I don't know if... Oh, I didn't do anything. There we go. We got some comments coming up. Good. I hope I didn't do anything to turn off comments. But yeah, that job went really easy. Popped those bushings out, put the new ones in. I left him to put it all back together. And the hard part is done. So he's good to go and he's safe, and that's all that matters. Got a little bit dirty, but not too bad. Heading back home. Heading back from Harrison, Ohio, going back to Mason, Ohio. About a 40-minute trip. Nowhere exciting. Got somebody from Brazil, is that what I see? Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Keep on trucking, absolutely. We're rolling right along. I tell you, the highway's a crazy place. Seems like nobody knows how to drive these days. Of course, I'm not saying I'm perfect either. I'm sure I make mistakes too, just like everybody else. Well, winter is upon us here in the great state of Ohio. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at. It was 60-something degrees today. Not too bad. Before long, the long, cold days will be upon us. The long, cold, gray days will be upon us of winter. Hey, there's a big old truck up on there. I don't know if you guys seen that, but a big old truck up there with a Trump sign on the side of it. Getting close. Glad I got the voting in and done. I mentioned that on the live I was doing earlier. Glad I got that all handled. 70 in North Carolina. Yeah. That's what I would love, for it to be anywhere from 75 to 85 all year round. That would be awesome. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen here. That way I can ride every day, or at least have the opportunity to ride every day. But I've been riding more now, later in the fall and earlier in the spring. Just throw on my jacket, throw on my full face helmet, head out and go. When it gets down below 70, gets into the 60s, lower 60s, yeah. That's when, hope that ain't shaking too bad on you guys. That's when I kind of am, too cold. The sky is clean in Brazil. It's raining now, bro. Yeah, it's not raining here. Haven't had a ton of rain this past summer or in the fall so far. We haven't had a ton of rain. It got to be pretty dry through the summer months here. And I mean, if it's gonna rain, I say rain at night. Don't rain during the day. Especially if you ride a motorcycle. Get all the rain through at night. Day, sunny and nice. We know that's not gonna happen. It's gonna rain whenever it rains. But you do need rain. Gotta have rain for stuff to grow. If you guys are new to my lives or new to me, you can catch me on Retired Rider, Harley Road King on YouTube. Check it out. Check out my videos. See if it's for you. Gotta plug it there a little bit, Ohio actually, I don't know, Thomas, if you're talking about the weather or just the state itself. I only got a second to read your comment, then I got to keep my eye on the road. But Ohio is actually is a good state. There's parts of it that, but that's like anywhere. Some places are better than others. I'll probably keep you guys on until I get home, and then I gotta jump off here and get on to Motovon Virginia's live. We have a live every, I'm sure I mentioned this earlier, We have Duct Tape Community Live every Saturday night between 7 and 10. Anybody can jump on and chat with us. I have my own community chat on Tuesdays between 7 and 10. You guys want to jump on there, you'll see me there for 3 hours. I mean, just jump on and chat. Yep, my channel is all about motorcycles, but look, we can chat about anything. I visit Argentina, Mexico, Portugal, never in USA, maybe one day. Yeah. Come on over and check us out. The United States is an awesome place. Well, there's a lot of other awesome countries out there too. Got you guys looking at the road, not that there's anything special to the highway. I can flip you guys back on me. There we go. The only thing about doing a live in your car is you got to be very careful, because if you just take your eye off the road for a second to read a comment, things can get a little bit crazy. Like I was mentioning earlier, especially these days, the way people drive. Like this guy's getting sick. When I knew what he was going to do, he just basically cut me off. Just got to keep your eyes open. Put your head on a swivel. Same way on the bike. You gotta put your head on a swivel. Just have no idea what the person beside you is going to do. Just got to be aware of your surroundings. Always aware of your surroundings. It can get crazy. And these 18-wheelers, I mean, I never noticed this before, but I don't travel the highways that much anymore since I'm retired. But I except when I go on a trip or something, but I've noticed this year that these 18-wheelers, they get over in the fast lane a lot to try to pass other 18-wheelers, and they just screw up the whole flow of traffic. And I'm not down in 18-wheelers and people that drive trucks for a living. I'm not down on you whatsoever. Much respect, because you are the lifeline of the American people. Much respect to you. But I don't understand why they come over all the way into the high-speed lane and kind of like slow things down. I've never noticed that before. Usually they stay in the right two lanes, or the right-hand lane, or the middle lane. I noticed a lot lately they've been getting into the fast lane to try to pass traffic, and it kind of gets everything kind of screwed up. What do I know? I'm not a trucker. I'm trying to pick up truck. Pretty much it. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm watching. Definitely, I don't need an accident. No, I'm not in Toledo, Ohio. Right now I'm heading toward Mason, Ohio. And I live in Mason, Ohio. I'm not far from Toledo, Ohio. But I live in Mason, Ohio. Doing pretty good, 2-4. How are you, brother? I'm sure I'll see you tonight on Moto's community chat. Just hanging out here in the truck, driving home. Sorry about that, guys. There's a little dip down here in the highway. Sorry about that, guys. There's a little dip down here in the highway, and once you hit that dip, you lose all signal. I know you've heard me say this before, but it's like with all the technology we have, you would think that would be somehow remedied, but I don't know. Now we got to head off 275 here in Ohio, Mason, Ohio, and jump on 75, and that's always an adventure, especially when it's rush hour. Seems like people do not know how to merge anymore. So we need to, I guess I could have went down 42, but that's all right. We'll just go this way. Give me a second, guys. I got to concentrate on what people are doing here. Let me over there, buddy. Let me over there. You go. There you go. Now wait a minute. You just came off. You just came off the highway. I don't understand people. He just came off and came back on. What the hell? Then he put his turn signal on. I think he was going to try to hop over right before. I don't know. That guy was asleep at the wheel or something. That's what I mean, man. It just seems like everybody, it's just traffic has just gotten crazier and crazier. I know it's not just me. Just nuts. Let's see. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, hit that like button. Very much appreciate it. We'll stay on here as long as you guys are on there. Here we go again. Here we go. I was looking at the calendar and I noticed that Thanksgiving is like way at the end of the month this year. I don't remember ever seeing it. Like, I'm sure it has been before, but it's like the Thursday before the end of like a few days before the end of the month. It's like, damn, that seems like it's awful late for Thanksgiving. Yeah. People all around the world is in crazy traffic. Yeah. Sorry, I can't see your name. The print is just too small for my blind eyes. If you guys can do me a favor, if you're going to leave a comment, kind of put it in capitals, and I'll be able to see it a little better. But the holidays are upon us. We just got through Halloween, which is really no big deal to me. But if you like Halloween, that's cool. Getting ready to head into Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving. Then we'll get ready to head. Then we'll go to, of course, to Christmas. I love Christmas. And then we'll head into the New Year celebration. I don't celebrate that much anymore. I don't go out as much as I used to. Maybe I need to. I'm coming from Harrison, Ohio. I was out putting lower control arm bushings in my rear lower control arm bushings in my brother-in-law's car. He had it all set up for me. All I had to do is press the bearings out, or press the bushings out, and put some new ones in for him. That's what I'm heading back from. I did a live on my way there. Shoot, what we got going on up here. And now I'm got that all done for him. Now I'm heading back home. Yeah, I know I've told you guys this before, but that's what I did for a living. I was a master certified tech for many years. My last 10 years was with Ford. And I retired in 2020. And retirement ain't, people think, oh, you're retired, that's awesome. You're tired, you're not. Yeah, it's not awesome. I mean, it is, but at times it's not, especially in the wintertime, it can get a little boring. Yeah, I'm getting ready to lose daylight. We should make it home before it gets dark. And tonight we do the daylight savings time. I hate it. I don't understand the daylight savings time. Just leave the time the same way all year round. We don't need daylight savings time. Just leave the time alone. Got sun right over my left shoulder. If I get over rain, probably won't help, but I'll block the sun out this way. There we go. Then I can't see the road. We don't want to do that. Gotta see the road. So I hate that daylight savings time because you lose, of course, you lose daylight when they fall back. Makes the days so much shorter, but days actually longer. It seems longer, but it's actually shorter because you don't have the daylight. You gotta have daylight to see anything, to do anything. Hey, thanks for pressing that like button. I really appreciate that. I really do. I know I'm on here babbling about nothing. Now we got to get over again. I think I got myself in the spot. Hang on, people. We're going to pass everybody up and hopefully make our exit. 5.7 liter Hemi. We should have no trouble. There we go. I'm going to be one of those crazy drivers that I complain about. There we go. Crossing 4 lanes of the highway. Got it. Well, we're not far from home, maybe about 15 minutes. But yeah, get back on that, I just don't get the switching of the... Why you gotta switch time around, man? Just leave it time the same. It's annoying. I used to really hate it when I worked because you get off work at 5, by the time you get home it was dark. But when you would leave for work in the morning, I always was at work between 5. I usually got to work at 5:30, and it was dark going to work, dark coming home from work. That sucks. Because if you need to do anything outside, well, tough crap, you're not doing anything outside. So here we are, back in Mason, Ohio. The East End. I'm originally from the West End, and I wish I would. That's where I just came from. I came from the West End. And that's where we just moved out. We moved from the West End out here to the East End. And I'm not a big fan of the East End, but hopefully we won't be here that long. This is basically a temporary thing, hopefully. Yeah, it's long winters here in Ohio, and it can get really cold. Last several years though, we haven't got much snow, but it can get really cold. They're saying we're supposed to have a mild winter here this winter, but when they say that, it's usually the opposite of what they say, unfortunately. We'll just have to see what happens. But I'm hoping it is a mild winter. There was a winter, not a few years back, when I was out riding the bike on Christmas Day, I believe it was. So that would be nice to be able to do that. I think it was around 65 or 70 degrees, and I just said, hell with it, I'm getting out. I'm going to go ride. And normally you won't catch me out riding below 70 degrees, but I said, hell with it, I'm going. Get cabin fever. Miss being on that bike. Hey, it's nice to meet you too, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Can't see your name, and I apologize for that. Marcelo? Is it Marcelo? Yeah, thanks for coming on, sir. Appreciate it. My girlfriend is from Akron. She laughs when we get snow here, like 2 or 3 inches. Yeah, I mean, we've had snow up here to be 12 inches, 16 inches. We've had some snow. But it hasn't been like that in several years. I mean, my kids were growing up, it seemed like we would get a foot of snow and snow all the time. When I was growing up here in Ohio, it seemed like we got tons of snow. It would snow so much Yeah, Marcelo, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. It would snow so much that, man, you could make an igloo. You could just do whatever you wanted to do. We used to have fun in the backyard when we were kids in the snow. But it don't snow like that. Not here in this part of Ohio anyway, like it used to. Mainly, what it does is it rains all the time. We get a ton of rain. I'm trying to make it back to get on Motobomb Virginia's chat. If I don't have to take the wife out, I'm not sure if she wants to go out tonight or not. I guess I'll find out when I get home. My name is John. Marcelo, my name is John. 2-4. We had 9, what was it, 9-foot drift in the driveway last year. Whoa! Woo! The worst snow we've had here since I've been here, well, since I've been alive, and I've lived in Ohio most of my life. I did live in Indiana for a little while, in Kentucky, was the blizzard of 78. And I remember we were trapped in the house for a couple of days, and there was snow drift that you just couldn't even see the cars. Couldn't see cars on the side, parked on the street or anywhere. It was just covered in snow. That's the worst snow I've ever seen. That was pretty bad. It was bad. People were trapped at work, trapped in their houses. It was crazy. All right, brother. Have a good workout. Now we got somebody that wants to go 5 miles an hour in front of us. It goes from one extreme to another, doesn't it? Now, I'm not trying to say I'm perfect, because I'm not. But I think I drive pretty well. People scare me. Never accumulate the snow yourself. Yeah. Would you say Tampa? Yeah. I want to live somewhere warm, but we talked about Florida and stuff, but I'm just, with the hurricanes down there, man, I don't know. That kind of freaks me out. But like I've told you guys, of course, multiple times, I have arthritis, and I woke up this morning, it got down to 30 degrees last night, I want to say, something like that. And I woke up this morning, man, my arthritis was killing me. I hurt from head to toe. That's another reason I'm excited about trying to get this Tri-Glide, because that will definitely help with my arthritis. I ain't got to put my feet down. I ain't got to hold up the bike. Hopefully that all works out, but that remains to be seen. We'll see if we can make a deal. I can't read that person's comment. North Carolina, I like North Carolina. Feel bad for what happened in North Carolina, though. That's not good. Hope things are better down there now. Got a little crazy. I heard down that the Blue Ridge Parkway is kind of pretty much wiped out. That it's closed indefinitely. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it was North Carolina that got hit pretty hard by the hurricane, wasn't it? Yeah, Tennessee, North Carolina. Not good. Not good at all. It's bad in Nashville, yeah. That's what I thought. I know it got hit pretty hard down there. My prayers go out to everybody down there. When it happened, my prayers were definitely going out, and definitely still are. Trying to read this comment. I don't know what that person said. I can't really read it. That's why I told you guys to put it in caps so I can read it a little better. Well, we're about 10 minutes from the house. Considering I have to stop at all these stoplights. I'm not a big fan of the city. This is more city for me out here. We've been out here since June, and I'm not a big fan of the place. I know you guys have heard me say this before if you watch my channel or anything, but it's just not enough. You have to drive too far to get to the country. I don't like that. I don't like the ride. I want to be able to hop out my front door, get on my motorcycle, be on the country roads, and roll. That's what I like. Hopefully, here within the next year or so, we can get back to that. We'll see what happens. But you just have to deal with the hand you're dealt. We really weren't dealt that hand. We kind of put that on ourselves. So, wife wanted to come back out here closer to her job, so that's why we're here. Yeah, the countryside of life is the best side, no doubt. I agree with that 1,000%. You have a torn meniscus? Yeah, I know what that's about. My brother has a torn meniscus. He had one. He had to have surgery on. He got it all fixed. Now he's got another one. I think it's in his other knee. We was at Myrtle, when we was in Myrtle Beach, he was suffering from that. He couldn't even get into ocean because couldn't even get into water because his knee was so messed up. I felt bad for him. We were down there for like 4 or 5 days, and I felt bad for him. Him and I were supposed to go back to Myrtle Beach, just me and him, but his knees he's torn, and I told him, you know what, we'll go another time. You don't need to be going back down there with that going on. Yeah, that's not good, brother. Try to get it better without doing surgery. Yeah. What did you do? Did you do something? I mean, did you just step wrong or do something wrong, or did it just they say standing on your legs for a certain amount of time can cause that to happen? Go to see the doctor Monday. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to have surgery, but if it's tore, chances are you probably do. I stepped out of the wife's car the other day, and I don't know what I did. I just turned slightly to get out of the car, and something happened to my knee, and it's been hurting ever since. I hope I didn't do any damage to it. These things can happen real quick. You think, just something simple can mess you up. All right, folks, I'm home, and I'm gonna get in the house and hop on Motorbomb Virginia's live. Thanks for popping in here with me. I appreciate every one of you. Go check out the channel, Retired Rider, Harley Road King, and we'll be back on live again. Appreciate you guys leaving a like. Hit that like button. Appreciate you guys very much. Appreciate you guys that are subscribed to the Retired Rider channel. You all be safe out there. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later.